Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. Have a thrift haul for you today. And I'm standing in front of my hutch here because I wanted to show you, right, this is where I put my Lorraine for right now until I can get those shelves built. Hope you enjoy. Picked up these three gorgeous Bavarian German soup bowls. They're cream soup bowls actually at the Goodwill. You can tell cream soup bowls because they're double handled. They usually come with an underplate. These did not have it. I'll show you the pattern over here too. Very pretty floral pattern. I paid $1.99 for each of it, and unfortunately, as with the case sometimes, I have all the information right here on this back stamp, which I'm leaving for you to look at. I looked for a solid 2 days. I can't come up with any variation on who made this. So if you know, let me know. I do have a text into my Bavarian porcelain china guru D over at Living the Good Life. Hopefully she'll get back to us. I'm kind of planning on asking $20 to $25, but I think I'm going to hold off and hopefully find out the maker first. I can tell you a little bit about Bavarian china and how it was made. It was made from what they called a hard paste, which is simply a fine white clay called kaolin, and it was fired at a really high temperature for quite a long time, and that resulted in this glossy finish you see right here. I can't even tell you the dates on this. I see a lot of Haviland pieces with kind of like that same, handle, but I'm not even going to venture a guess yet. Once I find out, though, I will come back and let you know. So I'm going to fess up here. I didn't thrift these bowls. I actually traded them. They are Pyrex Opalware in the Spring Blossom or Crazy Daisy pattern. This is a 2.5 quart, and this is a large 4 quart. They're in great condition, 1972 to 1978. And like I had just mentioned, I was at a friend's house. He had just moved, and I was going through his cabinets because he told me that the previous owner had left everything. So of course I'm looking through the kitchen cabinets, and I found these bowls, and I said, did they leave these here? And he said, yes. I said, are you attached to them? He said, no. I said, okay, next time I see you, I am going to bring you down a different set of bowls. I actually brought down a set of butterfly gold, although he could care less. And I picked these gorgeous bowls up to take home for myself. If I were to sell them, they would sell for about $30 for this set of 2. It is a part of a set of 4. Found this pepper shaker at the Goodwill. It's in good shape. It's got its stopper there. The salt wasn't there, but you know what? That's okay. I kind of have a love of roosters these days. And I think what I'm going to do is fill it with cinnamon because I love cinnamon. I put it in my coffee. I put it in a lot of things, and I think that will look really cute. Probably, this has no design on the back. Here we go again. It was probably made in Japan, I would say. I definitely put it at mid-century. This is a Hazel Atlas milk glass 5.5-inch ruffle top vase. People refer to the pattern as the star pattern, although technically I don't think that's its name, and I think it just had a pattern number. Dates to the 1950s. Picked it up for 50 cents, and I think I'll sell it for about $8, maybe a little less. Anchor Hocking Savannah Clear 10-inch quiche plate. You can see right there it says oven proof. This is one of my favorite newer patterns. I did say Savannah Clear. I know I did. I paid $2.99 for it, and it was worth paying $2.99 for it because I could sell it for about $9 if I decide not to keep it. It's a pretty pattern. Lots of people enjoy it. Normally I would pass, this is a bank by the way, a pig in a piglet bank. I would pass on this because the stopper here was missing, but it had its tags on and its numbers there, and look at it. I couldn't pass on it. She's just so adorable and in great shape. You can see right here, I'll show you. There's the bank. Paid $1.99 for it. And I haven't seen one exactly like this for sale, although I did see a male version of this, which, by the way, wasn't quite as cute, no offense to males, and it was dated 1983. So I'm going to say this dates to about 1983. And I got to tell you, when I was checking out, you know how sometimes you're in line at the Goodwill or the thrift stores, and everybody's looking at everybody's cart and saying, ooh, and ah. Everybody just adored it. It is adorable. What can you say? I think even without the stopper, I'm going to try and ask about $15 for it. I don't think I should have a problem. With the stoppers, they go for about $20, $25. I found this at a tag sale. I was so happy to find it. I paid $1 for it. I had one before, and it had a crack in it and didn't quite make it through the move too well. It's Hazel Atlas Modern Tone. It is not marked. But if you know Hazel Atlas Modern Tone, you have absolutely no problem identifying this. This is a Modern Tone red stripe. They started making these 1960 or 1936 to the 40s. They're kind of depression wear. They did start making transparent pieces back in 1935. I've seen these with the green stripes. I've also seen some with the black and red stripes. I'm going to hang on to this. I'm going to hang on to it and hope that I could find the matching sugar bowl someday. Like I said, I paid $1 for it. They sell for about $10. Orange was half price stay at the Enjoy thrift store, so I paid 25 cents a piece for these Mikasa Sarah Stone saucers. I would normally have not picked them up, but they're in perfect condition, and of course for 25 cents I would. And the pattern is called Claridge. And I'm sort of familiar with Sarah Stone. Sarah Stone's very similar to English ironstone. Mikasa started making the Sarah Stone line, because that's what it is, it's a line, and they made tons of gorgeous patterns back in the 70s. They started making them out of Japan. I think these said Malaysia on the back. Yep, Malaysia. They're the Claridge pattern. And they still sell really well. These date between 1999 and 2003, so they're one of the newer Sarah line patterns. I'm going to ask about $15 for the saucers. It is a set of 1, 2, 3, 5. That's $1.25. Just a cute little trivet. This is cast iron and tile that I picked up. I just fell in love with it. Very mid-century, kitchen-y. It is not marked on the back, I don't think. I'm assuming it's from Japan. Paid 99 cents for it. I'm going to ask about $5 for it. Cute little Hall restaurant wear pitcher. It's in really nice condition. It doesn't have a name. People refer to it as ringware for obvious reasons. It's just pattern 2644. This dates to the 1980s. I can tell that by the back stamp. It's in really nice condition. I see them selling online for upwards of $24, but I think I can ask about $10 for it. Picked up 4 mint condition Corning Pyrex Opal ware tableware mugs. They're the short ones, they're 3.5 inch. I paid 99 cents each. They've never been used, they're gorgeous. And tableware, if you see tableware on the back of any Pyrex, it is their equivalent of restaurant ware. That's what it is. It was made for the restaurant industry. This is called Copper Filigree. The back stamp dates to 1960s to 1980s, and copper filigree actually is one of the most common patterns of Pyrex tableware out there. If you're looking at it and saying, wait a minute, I have those and they're anchor hocking, you're also right in a way, because anchor hocking did make the same pattern. They called it brown filigree, and brown scroll was also, excuse me, referred to. I'm going to ask 99 cents a piece. I'm going to ask about $10, $12 for this set right here. Found these at the Enjoy store. They were 50 cents a piece. At first I kind of walked past them because, let me see, they all have a little bit of marks on the top and a little bit of dishwasher use. Not too bad, but I went back and got them because for 50 cents a piece, it was probably worth it. These are Indiana Recollections Pink. I've seen them, or I've had them in videos before, so you've probably seen them. They're quite heavy. They weigh about a pound a piece, and they're repros of the Federal Glass Company Madrid pattern, which was a depression glass dating from 1932 to 1939. These actually came back. Federal started making these in 1976, and the 1976 glass is actually somewhere on here. I'm assuming it's the bottom because I've never found one. It says it's 1976 on them, so I would imagine they might be worth a little more. They went bankrupt, Federal, and sold the molds to Indiana Glass Company after that. They're 14-ounce tumblers, and I'll tell you one way you can tell these are repros and not the original. I'm going to give you a real easy way to tell the originals did not make 14-ounce glass tumblers that looked like this. I'm going to ask, because of the condition, probably about $15 to $20, probably more in the $20 range. I'll have to do a little more research on that. I love finding restaurant ware. It's kind of easy to tell, so I'm always on the lookout for it. This was a good find for me. I paid 99 cents for it. I'm going to ask about $20, and I'll tell you why in a minute. This was a new company for me. It is Amphora. It's out of Mexico. On the back it says Heco in Mexico, simply meaning made in Mexico. The company started right after World War I and then was purchased by the Chrysler family. Still in business today. That back stamp dates it to 1960s and 1970s. And I'm going to turn it over one more time. I want to show you something right here. Right there, you can see it says 68. And if you can't believe me, it says 68. 68 is a stamp they use to celebrate the company's 50th anniversary. So I think that makes this piece probably maybe a little more valuable. I'm assuming that that is the name of a hotel, which I haven't been able to identify yet. I'm going to ask about $25 or maybe $20 to $25 for it. Lately, a few of you out there have been asking if I care to swap things, like Leah, who I swapped some rooster dishes for the Great Lorraine. Anyways, I got a message from Willa, who said she found this gorgeous piece in her shed. It was filthy. She cleaned it up, saw what it was, knew that I collected it, and asked me if I'd be interested in trading something for it. Actually, she was just going to send it to me, but I said I'll trade you something for it. And she was interested in that really groovy Sunbeam Avocado Mix Master that I had in the last video, I believe. So I sent her that. She was going to send me this, and she sent me all of this too. So thanks, Willa. You sent me some really great pieces. I'm going to go through them. I know these are Haul. This is obviously Pyrex Butterfly Gold. I'm just in love with this. It's a Corel plate. It's a Pillsbury Dough marching band. What else do we have? A Thomas Kincaid mug and a Kahlua. I guess it's an individual. I think it's a fondue dish. I'm not even sure if I have it together right. And a mid-century milk glass stacking mug. Thanks again, Willa. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and most importantly, leave me a comment. Thanks again. Have a great day, and we'll see you again real soon. Lately, a few of this